Okay, let's go ahead and work on this area here, the lower left area, which has this honeycomb type shape of pattern for this air vent, all these little holes. And then we've got these little panels down here. So let's go ahead and let's get this done. So how are we going to do this? Well, first things first, we need to create some base geometry here to build all this stuff. So I'm going to take this big lower polygon here, and I'm going to start to quick slice it up. So I'm going to go to quick slice. I'm going to make a quick slice maybe about right here looks pretty good. So I'm just going to cut that off right there. I'm going to take this polygon, I'm going to go to quick slice. I'm going to make a quick slice about right here. Looks pretty good. And then I'm going to take this polygon and I'm going to make a quick slice to separate this area out. So basically these lower panels will go down here, and looks like right there is where I should make the other one. That looks pretty good. I'm not going to worry about the top air vent for the moment. I'm going to work on these little lower panels, get this knocked out and out of the way as quickly as possible. So what I'm going to do here is pretty simple. I'm going to go to edge mode. I'm going to take this edge, and I'll probably, you know what, let me take this polygon, let me do another quick slice right here just to finalize that there and follow the image a little bit better. Now let me go back to edge mode, take this edge on the left, the one on the right, and this will come out a lot better now. I'm going to hit connect over here. I'm going to reduce the amount of segments to 1 so that there's one right in the middle. I'm going to hit OK with that edge selected. I'll go to chamfer. I'll chamfer that with a value right here, 0.6, and change is what I have. That looks pretty good. Let me try a value of 1. That looks good too. I'll just keep 1. I'll say OK. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to polygon mode. I'm going to take those two polygons, so these two panel polygons right there. I'm going to go to inset. I'm going to inset that something like 0.5 looks pretty good. Might go lower than that even. I'm not going to fiddle around with it too much. I'm going to leave it right there. That looks pretty good. So I'm going to come over here to my perspective view. And in polygon mode, I'll select a couple of these polygons. You can probably imagine already by seeing me do this that I'm going to select that loop right there. Now I'm going to extrude and push this in. A fair amount. Something like that looks pretty good. So you should end up with something like this. Okay. I'm going to take those two polygons right there again. I'm going to come back to my back view. I'm going to use quick slice, very similar to what we did above. So something like this looks pretty good. Then I'm going to take those little strips of polygons. I'm going to go back to quick slice, and I'm going to start to cut this stuff up. And what I'm going to do next is take these 4 little strips of polygons right there. Exact same process we did before. Extrude that in. Delete it, go to edge mode, get those corner edges right there. Then we're going to take the ring, as you can probably imagine. We're going to use chamfer. Give this a little bit of chamfer, or give it as much or as little chamfer as you want. Render it out. We've got some triangulation problems, so I'll select those polygons for these panels. I'll go up to tries, and I'll turn on retriangulate, and that fixes it up for me. Real nice. Okay, so I'm going to say I'm happy with that. Right, so for the top part over here, let me finish creating the base geometry here. I've got this big polygon where this air vent is supposed to go. So let me just cut this up a little bit. I'm going to go to quick slice, and I'm going to make a cut just above it, about right there. And basically the idea is to have a polygon here, this polygon that you see right here, this big square polygon, that should surpass or encompass the entire area where those little holes are, the little honeycomb shaped pattern. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to end this video here. We're finished with that part. In the next video, we'll start working on actually getting that process done of accomplishing that type of shape there with those little honeycomb pattern holes on the air vent.